Chapter 12 Lady Catherine de Bourgh. The purpose of the lady's visit had been to ask the whole party to dinner at Rosings, where Lady Catherine lived, and Mr. Collins's proud excitement at this invitation was complete. Hardly anything else was talked of the whole day. Mr. Collins carefully explained what they should expect, so that the sight of such rooms, so many servants, and so excellent a dinner would not completely astonish them. While they were dressing, they came 2 or 3 times to their doors to urge them to be quick, as Lady Catherine very much objected to being kept waiting for dinner. Such accounts quite frightened Maria Lucas, who had been little used to society, but Elizabeth's courage did not fail her. She had heard nothing of Lady Catherine that filled her with respectful cleverness or goodness, and she thought that she could meet the grandness of money and rank without fear. Elizabeth found herself quite equal to the occasion when she was introduced to Lady Catherine, and was able to look at the 3 ladies in front of her calmly. Lady Catherine was a tall, large woman with strongly marked features. Her behavior was not friendly, and her manner of receiving them did not allow her visitors to forget their inferior rank. Whatever she said was spoken in a commanding voice that expressed her belief in her own importance. Miss de Bourgh looked pale and weak, and spoke only in a low voice to Mrs. Jenkinson. The dinner was extremely fine, and all was as Mr. Collins had promised. His loud praises of everything were continually repeated by Sir William. Lady Catherine smiled at them, and seemed pleased by their extreme admiration. When the ladies returned to the sitting-room, there was little to be done except listen to Lady Catherine talk, which she did without stopping, giving her opinion loudly on every subject in a manner that showed that she was not used to having her judgment opposed. She asked Elizabeth many things about her family, their number, their education, whether any of them was likely to be married, and what her mother's name had been before marriage. Elizabeth felt all the impoliteness of these questions, but answered them calmly. Lady Catherine then asked, "Do you play and sing, Miss Bennet?" "A little." "Oh, then, some time or other we shall be happy to hear you. Our piano is a very good one, probably much better than do your sisters play and sing?" "One of them does." "Why did you not all learn? You ought all to have learned. Do you draw?" "No, not at all." "What? None of you?" "Not one." "Oh, that is very strange. But I suppose you had no opportunity." "Are any of your younger sisters out in society, Miss Bennet?" "Yes, all of them." "All? What? All 5 at the same time? Very strange. And you only the second. What is your age?" "With 3 younger sisters grown up," replied Elizabeth, smiling. "You can hardly expect me to speak on that subject." Lady Catherine seemed quite astonished at not receiving a direct answer, and Elizabeth thought that perhaps she was the first person who had dared to speak to her in that way. "You cannot be more than 20, I am sure, therefore you need not hide your age." "I am not yet 21. When the gentlemen joined them, the card tables were placed. At one table, Lady Catherine played with Sir William and with Mr. and Mrs. Collins. At the other, Miss de Bourgh with Mrs. Jenkinson and the 2 girls. Lady Catherine continued to talk, pointing out the mistakes made by others. Mr. Collins agreed with everything she said, thanking her for every game he won and apologizing if he thought he had won too many. Hardly a word was spoken at the other table, and Elizabeth found the game extremely boring.